There's a kind of feminine presence that when you walk into the room, heads will turn, and not because of what you think. So let's talk about it.
Elevate with Monique. Elevate. Elevate with Monique. Elevate.
Hey sis, welcome back to another episode of Gracefully Elevating with Monique. And you already know I am your girl. So, first of all, I want to say if you are new to this channel, welcome to Gracefully Elevating with Monique. This is truly the place that you can come, pull up a seat, and get ready to implement strategies in your personal life that will help you elevate every aspect of your life. If you are returning, I want to say welcome back, sis. I love you for being here, and I'm so excited for us continuing to elevate together. Now, this is a topic that I want to jump right into. When you are operating from a place of your highest version, your most feminine version of yourself, did you know that you can walk into a room and literally shift the atmosphere in that room? I remember a time when I was younger, I used to say, I want to walk into a room and I want it to look like a light, this just shining all over me. I didn't know what I was saying at that time. I was in my 20s. But what I really realized that I was saying is I wanted my aura to speak for itself. And there's an art to that. A beautiful woman can walk into the room and aesthetically we are going to see that woman, right? But when she opens her mouth, when she starts to move through the room, it's going to really show who she is. And what I am submitting to you is we are raising our vibration to the point that when we walk into a room, not only do we shift the room and the atmosphere, but it's authentic. It is authentically who you are. Now, when you walk into that room like you have been chosen to be there. And you might say, well, Monique, I don't need anybody to choose me to be in that room. Oh, but you do. Because you need to choose you to be in that room. So when you walk into that room, you have a mindset that I'm supposed to be here. Not that I'm trying to figure it out or I don't really know or let me find the person who invited me. No, 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 baby. I'm here. I have arrived. Simply put, eye contact is extremely important. Maintaining eye contact. I had someone tell me that they had a problem with the fact that I hold eye contact with people. And I said, sounds like a personal problem. Because what I was always taught is that when you are holding eye contact with someone, you are letting them know, one, that you are listening to what it is that they are saying. What they are saying is important to you. And that in turn exchanges that energy to that person to say, I want to communicate more with this person, right? Eye contact is so important. It's very important. Learn how to smile. You don't have to always have this resting bitch face, sis. I know all too well the resting bitch face. And it's easy when you're just, because sometimes you think that you look stoic, but really you look disconnected. You look off putting. So smile. It doesn't have to be a whole full open face with all 32s. It could be but it's authentic. And it lets people know that you are open to conversation. You are approachable, especially for my single women. You say you want maybe to be pursued, but how are you showing up? It's a question I have for you. Set your energy before you even enter a room. That's the next point. Set your energy, meaning Before you even walk into a room, you have already decided, I am coming in, I am here, this is who I am, and I am showing up authentically myself. You don't have to put on airs, you don't need to perform, you don't need to do any of that. You just need to set the energy, set the intention before you walk into that room, okay? And then another thing is wear a scent that turns you on. I love this. Wear a scent that turns you on. Don't worry about turning anybody else on. Do you like it? Does it smell good to you? If you smelled you, what would be your response? I absolutely love wearing and layering fragrances because one, I don't want to smell like everybody else. And then two, I want to wear a scent that is signature. When I walk into that room, I want you to be able to smell me, honey. I want you to be able to smell me when I walk by. I'm lingering. Create and craft a scent that is completely yours and wear it with pride, wear it with confidence. And then the last thing is create your own space physically and energetically. I do this really well in the sense that when you walk into a room, you don't have to always flock to the crowd or flock to the people. Sometimes it's okay for you to create your own space, and then you attract people who feel your energy, people who see your presence. They will be attracted, they will be intrigued by who you are and what you represent in that moment. Create your own space. You don't have to always go to someone else's space in order to feel relevant. I hope that that helps because these are things that I have implemented in my own life. And I know that they work because I have seen them work in action. You don't have to be the best dressed. You don't have to wear all of the designer name brands, but your aura, your energy, your presence, your connection, that is what is going to speak the most. And that is what people are going to remember the most. Remember, we are raising our feminine energy, our feminine frequency. And these are ways that you don't have to walk into a room and feel like you disappear into the background. Make your presence known, okay? Comment the word magnetic in the comments. If you are ready to shift the rooms that you walk in, if you are ready to show up as your absolute authentic self effortlessly, because baby, that is what we are doing. We are shifting rooms and we are shifting environments and we are raising our feminine energy. So thank you so much for joining, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel if this was for you. And I'll see you in the next one.
Elevate with Monique.